In a bustling anthill nestled beside a grand oak tree, lived a small ant named Arlo. Unlike other ants, Arlo was curious, always wondering why everyone had to follow the strict routines assigned by the queen. He dreamed of discovering the world beyond their tiny mound and often imagined what it would be like to frolic in the meadow or climb to the very top of the oak tree to touch the sky. One sunny morning, driven by his curiosity, Arlo decided to embark on his own little adventure. He quietly slipped away from the line of marching ants tasked with gathering food and headed towards the enticing meadow. The meadow was every bit the magical paradise he'd imagined. It was filled with colorful flowers, fluttering butterflies, and a soft breeze that tickled his tiny antennae. Arlo felt a sense of freedom he had never experienced before. It was exhilarating and liberating, everything he'd always wanted. Yet, as he wandered further, the more unfamiliar everything became. Suddenly, he realized he didn't know where the anthill was. Panic set in as he scurried from one direction to another. In his haste, Arlo didn't notice a huge, threatening shadow approaching overhead. It belonged to a hungry sparrow eyeing him as a potential snack. Just in time, a fellow ant named Lila, who had been worried and followed Arlo to bring him back, yelled a warning. "Watch out," she shouted as she rushed towards him. Thanks to Lila's brave warning, Arlo dashed into the safety of a nearby bush, narrowly escaping the sparrow's beak. Breathless, Arlo thanked Lila. "I was only trying to see the world on my own," he confessed. Lila smiled, her eyes full of understanding. "And how do you like adventuring without friends?" she asked. Arlo paused, pondering Lila's question. Although he had tasted the sweet air of freedom, he realized there was a warmth in camaraderie, a safety in numbers, and a purpose in their coordinated tasks. By the time they returned to the anthill, guided safely by Lila, Arlo understood that even though he could explore alone, it was more rewarding to share his adventures with friends. From then on, Arlo became a keen and enthusiastic member of the colony, often sharing the stories of his near escape in the meadow. His adventurous spirit didn't fade, instead, it inspired him to lead other ants on little safe adventures to learn about the world just beyond their mound. Arlo's lesson turned into a newfound appreciation for cooperation and friendship, creating a stronger, happier community under the grand oak tree.